Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a Renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm a men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on a dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you.
On a gorgeous southern afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Atlanta, Georgia, and inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's Walker to start the drive. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4. Now here's Michael Dixon, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. It's a 69-yard punt. 69 yards. Wow. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Gregory Rousseau able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And complete to Drake London. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is... And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 8. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 71 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
A quick throw here out wide to Pitts. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Completion good for 14 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
The Falcons at 7-1 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ready.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
On second down, Swift. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. He'll look to throw.
That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
They'll run the draw here with Swift.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
On the ready? Fight, 97. Practice, 6. Ready, yellow.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. They run out of the gun with Swift.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. And the tight end goes in motion left.
Here's Swift.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
DeAndre Swift,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3 and 6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to get this to the 31.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
So a decent game there, but not their fourth consecutive first down like they had in the first 3 plays. He sounded almost disappointed there. You want to call the offensive coordinator on that?
They got into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And caught by London. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They'll look to throw. Throws right back to London, complete again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Ritter's pass completes a Pitts. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football.
Touchdown, Falcons! So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground this first half for him. A thing of beauty.
Just like his last touchdown run, we saw.
Oh, and now they're going to fake him. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Richie Grant in on the tackle.
Here we go, here we go. Mustang 19.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Swift is hit, and he coughs it up.
And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. I'm not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Still on his feet. He's got room past the 30.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They go play action here on first down.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
2nd and 3. That's caught over the middle by Fant.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 8. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game,
he's got a man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a play fake here on first down.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And they'll start out here with a jet sweep.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
2nd and 11.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down it goes. They'll go to the boots. It's a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down. They'll set up a throw. And Walker has it. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okuda. And the Falcons will take over possession here at the 44.
A potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score in 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
One more time with Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. DeAndre Swift. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets him even closer. Now a 2-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 10.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Back to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Straight ahead, it's Sermon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
2nd and 13. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Schroeder. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. Now back to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. He'll look to throw. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Swift on the counter. And some room to work. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Swift going to try up the middle, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can throw on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say that was a game-saving play.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Swift, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and it was fair to look back and say the fourth down was the moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Looking to throw. Finding Edwards. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflated.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
The opportunity squashed. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side, there's London.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On play action, they'll throw. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
They'll try it now with Swift.
Room here to run.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Falcons come up with a late turnover. And it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now